Right, welcome to my first video chat. Now, when I say chat, it's just going to be me talking, but that's just how I like it. Now, I've been self-isolating for 7 days, not because I've got the coronavirus, because I just don't want to go out. And I think the best thing for me is to sit in my bedsit and listen to the Smiths all day, because, you know, that's what I've always wanted to do. So I'm happy. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm happy with it. Now, what I'm going to do is cover subjects that are current. So first one tonight is hoarding and hoarders. Now, if you read social media and if you look in the newspapers and you watch the news, there's supposedly a lot of people who are going out to the shops and hoarding food, and there's not enough to go around. Now, I know for a fact that if you ask anybody, they're not hoarders. You know, there's absolutely nobody hoarding any stuff. They're just getting what they need to live on for the week, for the fortnight, for the month. Nobody's taking stuff that they don't need. Okay, and everybody agrees. Every comment about hoarders, they'll agree and say it's despicable. I'd never do that. So there can't be any, because nobody's holding their hand up and saying, oh, I'm just buying everything I can because, you know, I want to have loads of stuff in just in case I'm never allowed to go out ever again. You know, let's get a year's worth of food. No one's saying that. No one's admitting it, and everybody hates it. So it ain't happening. It's a complete lie. Now, if you were to go down the co-op where I live, okay, and it ain't the nicest place in the world, it's a bit of a shithole, right? So normally, before all this happened, you'd drive down to the co-op, you'd get out the car, and you'd run the gauntlet of the Walking Dead, okay? They'd be around there, they'd be trying to bite you, so you'd stab a couple in the head and get into the safety of the store. Now, something's happened to them. Something is gone on, you know. They've now developed the power to push trolleys. You know, there's loads of them. You know, they might be slobbering and limping as they push the trolley in the store, but they're there. They've now developed into something that they weren't before. Now, to cover hoarding, okay, if I went down to the co-op and I stopped a family of 4 coming out with 2 trolleys, and I said to them, you've got an awful lot of stuff there, how long's it for? They would go, oh, it's just a week's shop. So I say, well, do you consider yourself to be a hoarder? And they go, no, we've just got what we need to live on. You know, we've got the basic essentials. We don't want to be selfish. We're going to leave enough for everybody else, because that's the right way to be. Hoarding is despicable. Okay, so I'd go through the trolley and I'd say, right, so why have you got 10 multi-packs of Watsits? You know, why have you got 5 boxes of Fabs? Why have you got 200 cans of Diet Coke? You know, and for those 25 cottage pies you've put in there, is that your weekly shop? Or are you going to admit now that you're a hoarder? And they'd say, no, I'm not a hoarder. I've just got what I need. They would say no, and that they would sort of say that hoarding is wrong. So, to get rid of that fake news, nobody in this country thinks they're a hoarder. Don't matter how many trolleys they got and how much shit they got. You know, they live on Watsits. There's families of 4 who live on Watsits, and that's what they need. And they need to wash it down with a load of Diet Coke. They're not hoarding. They're just getting their normal stuff. So let's knock that on the head. Nobody's hoarding. It's a complete myth. Right, that's my take on the subject. If you want me to cover any more subjects, just put it into the comments box below, and I'll see what I can do. Okay, stay safe, everybody, and I will try to remain as miserable as I always have. Okay, cheers.